British voice, ASMR. I'm coming to you today from Newcastle upon Tyne, and that great big picture on the wall there is the Tyne Bridge in Newcastle. Very famous bridge. The Great North Run goes over there. I am in the Maldron Hotel, which is on Newgate, right in the city centre. And, well, I'm going to show you around. You can tell I'm in the city centre because you could probably hear a siren just then. So apologies for that. Here we go, this is the Maldron Hotel. There's a map of the hotel. I am in room 333, just there, the little red dot. And we have our fire action instructions in both English and French. And I think that's probably German as well, although I have never done German at any level of education, so I have absolutely no idea. But it looks pretty German. I know a petit amount of French. The most important thing for me to know in France is the phrase "Je ne comprends pas." Je suis anglais, which means I do not understand. I'm English. Which is a very useful thing to be able to say when French people are looking at you in a confused manner when you're asking for something in French that makes no sense whatsoever. This is the bathroom. Enough speaking about languages. So we have got, it's actually a rather nice looking shower. Are these real tiles? Oh, they are. Got proper tiles, they're not plastic. Or are they? Oh, I'm not sure. I think they're proper tiles. They don't feel plasticky, and that's definitely grout in the joins, which suggests they are indeed proper tiles. Goodness gracious me! I just saw that on the floor, which is the foot towel. It made me think of a towel that was like quite a good shower head. So we've got two options. You've got the little pull-up option there, and you've got the overhead. I love these big rain shower heads, so I'll be using that. And what scents and flavours do we have today? So the body wash is Field Day Spa, Wild About Island. So that's obviously an Irish brand. And it has field notes, gentle and refreshing. And the shampoo is conditioning shampoo. It is the same, field notes, gentle and refreshing. So I assume it smells of a nice summer meadow in Ireland. I will find out tomorrow. Having said that, I've never actually experienced a summer meadow in Ireland. Most of Ireland I have experienced is just Dublin, basically, which is a city like any other European city. It's a very cool city, and it's a very vibrant city, but it doesn't smell of summer meadows. I've got all my bits and bobs, so I've got my bag, I've got my deodorant and ex-girlfriend, and it's very nice actually. It smells lovely, so I do quite enjoy using it. I've got my Sensodyne toothpaste, some multivitamins because it's important to keep myself vitamined up. I nearly knocked over my back there. Now we have our tissues provided by the hotel, some spare toilet paper, which is always handy just in case. There's my little toothbrush. It's quite a nice sink, very large. Ideal Standard apparently is the company that make the sink, but it is quite a wide sink. And over here we have a shavers only. I love the fact that these things still say shavers only on them, when pretty much everyone charges their toothbrushes. If you have an electric toothbrush, you will charge it in there. Right, let's leave the bathroom. Oh, and bang the door on the way out. Check out the carpet. It's a little bit trippy. So we have overhead our aircon vent. Oh, I just sold something on eBay. I probably should put my phone on silent. That was very silly of me. We have the safe. We have spare towels, spare pillows, lots of coat hangers, none of which I'm using because I have thrown my t-shirt for tomorrow on the floor. I probably should have used a coat hanger. Never mind. And the actual main room, well, it's quite spacious really, it's quite nice. So, over there you have a chair, two chairs and a table. It is quite pleasing. Nice lighting with those bedside lamps pointing down. Got one large double and one single. It is just me in here, so I was sitting on the single bed before to watch the evening news, which I wish I had not watched because it was depressing as always, but I'm going to be sleeping in this lovely double bed. We have a soft kind of orangey, this is the Maldron colour, so orange and grey. All of their branding is orange and grey, so that's what they've put on their little throw things there. The pillows themselves are quite squishy. I'm glad I've got 4 because I will use one of these ones to cuddle in the night because it's nice to have a pillow to cuddle. I have treated myself to some fancy San Pellegrino sparkling mineral water. The old school phone, of course. Every hotel has an old school phone. Then facing us we have the TV, which is a brand called Walker. I have never heard of this brand before. So usually in hotels you'll get Samsung, Hisense, kind of the more affordable brands. I've never heard of Walker before, but it was doing the job of a TV perfectly well for me, so shan't complain. Obviously we have the mirror that I began in, so hello again. This, I assume, is a door that can adjoin to the next room. Now, I've not heard anyone in the next room, and sometimes when you have an adjoining door like that, you can hear the next door neighbours quite clearly. So either there's no one in the room next door, or it's a double door, so a door on their side as well, and very kind of well soundproofed, I suspect. But there's probably just no one there next door. Everyone in Newcastle is out on the lash because they won the League Cup at the weekend, the Carabao Cup. So they're all very happy up here at the minute. We have air conditioning unit, which is no wonder I'm warm. It's set to 24. Oh my goodness. Let's turn it down to 20 for now. I was wondering why I was warm. So normally I will go between 18 and 21 degrees, depending on how long my day has been and how fragile I'm feeling. And I think I might have a bit of a cold coming on, because I've got a bit of a tickly throat, so I won't turn it down to 18 tonight. I'll leave it a little bit warmer. Hopefully, it might just be a touch of hay fever because it's the start of spring. I always get a bit of hay fever at the start of spring. Oh, the joys. I think I've brought some antihistamines with me, so that will do the job. I have another bottle of San Pellegrino sparkling, which I have bought for the evening. A spare tube of Sensodyne Pro Enamel toothpaste. We actually had water provided, so the water provided is Tau water. Tau. Still water. Where do you think it's from? Artisan still water. What makes water artisan is what I want to know. Bottled at source by Tynant, so that'll be in Wales. Yes. Ceredigion. Probably just massacred that. I don't know how to pronounce anything in Wales. My daughter is Welsh, and I'm still terrible at pronouncing anything in Wales. In Welsh. Barda. Danadwy. Dwi'n Boot and Southport. I know little bits, but not enough, really. We have the customary UHT milk Twinings. So always a good choice of tea to have Twinings. So peppermint, chamomile, pure green tea, and then 3 packets of Twinings every day, which I'm quite happy about. Put those back in. Look at this. 3 cups. Oh, I suppose because it's a family-sized room, isn't it? You could technically have 3 people in here. So 3 cups and 3 cookies. God. Oh, they're the border ones. These are quite nice. So border chocolate chip. And this looks like the oaty ones that they do. Yes, golden oat crumbles. Oh, very nice indeed. Very, very tasty. I will look forward to those. So the delightfully bland grey curtains. Shouldn't really diss them. I have grey curtains in my flat, which I bought. That's very boring of me, really, but there you go. Grey curtains and a plain net curtain. I've not actually had a look to see what's outside. Shall we have a look? Probably just a back street. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is a closed Wilkinson store with a homeless person sitting outside. Okay. Well, Newcastle, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, in many cities in the UK we have a homeless problem. which is quite sad, really, for a apparently wealthy country to still have people that cannot afford a home or just don't really know how to go about getting housing, which is a bit sad. Although I can kind of sympathise because I eat well when I'm staying away for work because it's on work, it's expensed. So, when I am away in a hotel for work, I can have San Pellegrino sparkling water, which is nice. When I'm at home, I drink tap water because even though I'm working and on a okay wage, the cost of living is outrageous. So yeah, it is difficult, especially if you live on your own, I think. So, fun and games. Newcastle is certainly not immune to that, so despite having a very nice bridge, it does have, sadly, people living on the streets still. So, got our little "I'm in, please do not disturb" thing, and another one where you can order breakfast to your room. I am not doing that. I have ordered breakfast, but I will be going down to eat it in the restaurant. Let me show you the book I'm reading. Oh, and actually, whilst I'm at it, shall I do the? I'll do the bed test. Oh yeah, yeah. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's comfortable. Do you like my socks? Fancy green ones. Yeah, the bed's quite comfortable. I might wrap up this video soon so I can go to sleep. So I am reading this, which is One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich. Now this is a book that was bought for me by a parent. I used to be a teacher back in the day, and I taught a young Russian lad called Tuma, who had come to settle in the UK, and they were a lovely family. Here you go now. Dear Mr. Wilde, thank you for making Tuma's first year at school such a happy year. All the best wishes. Tuma, Sasha, Natalia, Ivan. Cambridge, 2009. Oh my goodness, I'm so old. That was 2009. That's a long time ago. But yeah. So they got me this, and 16 years later, I have finally got around to reading it. I had a big stockpile of books, and I tend to read mainly in hotels and on holiday. When I'm at home, I'm distracted by other things: TV, computer games, my cats. So yeah, this is, I'll read you the blurb. There were 3,653 days like that in his stretch, from the first clang of the rail to the last clang of the rail. The 3 extra days were for leap years. This charts 24 hours in a Soviet gulag. One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich is a work of towering authenticity and power, a brutal, shattering glimpse of the fate of millions under Stalin. It shook Russia and shocked the world. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, I think, won the Nobel Peace Prize, won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1970. And, I'm quite a way through it now. So, I've not got too much more of it to read. And it is a depiction of this just brutal life, really. waking up eating nothing but a very small portion of porridge in the freezing cold and a gulag with threadbare clothing after the end of the Second World War as a political prisoner, as many were in Lenin's Russia. And doing hard manual labour all day, just in freezing cold conditions with no heating to speak of, no nice warm comfortable jackets, and just a small bowl of porridge. I can't imagine. It must have been horrific. And this poor guy is basically just trying to make the best of it. So it's quite a moving book. I am enjoying it. Doesn't half make you count your blessings, I can tell you that much. So if you ever want to feel good about our existence right now, read One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn, yeah, something like that. And it will make you feel incredibly privileged. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably fairly privileged anyway, because at least you have access to internet, some form of a screen, and a Google account. So you can't be doing too badly in life. But yeah, that makes you privileged. It makes you feel privileged just to wake up in a bed and have a full belly, you know. So it's a good read. It's a good read. Anyway, enough of memorialising. I've got my wallet, my phone. Oh, this is my work phone. I've got my little watch, my citizen watch, which I really like actually. It's one of these auto ones, so it charges itself up when you're wearing it. So if you don't wear it for a week, it just stops basically, and then you have to recharge it again. But basically, when it's on your wrist, it's always charging. It's quite cool. I like it. It's nearly my bedtime. Look at that. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Time for me to go to sleep. I have the lens cap from my shiny new Zeiss lens. I bought this, so I get, obviously I work for Sony, I get staff discount on Sony stuff, and every now and then they have staff sales, and this lens was in a recent staff sale. It is, I can't turn it sideways to show you because it's the lens, so whichever way I point it, you're not going to be able to see the side of it. Yes, but anyway, it is a 35mm 1.4 aperture Zeiss lens. Now, I love the Sony Zeiss lenses. I think they can really pop. I don't know, they have a certain je ne sais quoi that gives them a lovely little kind of colour. So married up to an A7 IV, a lovely combo. It's not too big, it's not too heavy, it's not small, it's not a modern lens. I got it incredibly cheaply, but it's lovely. I like it, and 35mm is just wide enough to be able to do these videos. Usually I'd use something wider, 24mm. I've used a 14mm in the past. 35 is really kind of the edge. I've used a 50mm before and it was way too close. So basically the bigger the millimetre number, the closer in you are, basically the more the zoom is. So on a 50mm right now it would probably look more like that. On 100 it would be like yeah, and obviously then the more wide angle it gets, the more kind of further back your shot is, depending on where you're standing. But it's a lovely lens, so I'm quite happy. So I think this is the first time I've taken it out for a video test drive. I hope it is handling it okay. Struggled with a bit of focus in the bathroom, but That is to be understood because it is quite an old lens now. It's been discontinued. Hence picking one up really cheap in the staff sale. So it's not quite as snappy on the autofocus as you would expect. A lot of the modern Sony lenses, they're fantastic, the new ones. But it does have that certain something about it which I think gives a lovely look to photographs and hopefully to video as well. What else have I got? I don't think I've taken you down here because I've got my headphones tucked up there. They're the XM Mark IVs. The XM Mark Vs that I actually sold when I needed some extra cash because I had run out of money before payday. So I sold my Mark Vs and I've just kept the Mark IVs. I didn't need 2 pairs. It was useful, it was handy, but it was a bit frivolous. So I sold those. I've just kept those ones. They're the ones that fold up, so they're much more useful for taking to hotels and on the road, because I can fold them up and put them in my little bag, and they fit quite nicely alongside my camera. Whereas the bigger ones, the XM Mark Vs, that did not fold up, could not do that with them. Anyway, I have, my goodness gracious me, rambled on for 27 minutes. I must be in a very strange, talkative mood. I've not seen any people today, so maybe I need to get my social battery up a little bit. I normally video call my mum once a day because I am a mummy's boy, and she lives in Australia, so I can't see her otherwise. So it's nice to obviously be able to catch up. And today I had really bad signal when I tried to phone her, so I have not had even that chat. I talked to my cats when they left the house this morning. That's about as much social interaction as I have had today, so I'm using this video to talk to you guys, to try and get my social needs met. I didn't even show you the hands though. But again, field notes, gentle and refreshing. By field today, sea, wild about islands. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they're nice. I will probably, let me take you in the other room. I will probably call it a day there. So yeah, one last little look. This is the Maldron Hotel. A hotel room tour, as always, by British Voice ASMR. I hope you have found it relaxing. That is the point of doing these. I am going to go to sleep now and watch some ASMR myself. I don't know who I'll watch tonight. Maybe Rapunzel. Or Rapunzel ASMR's quite good. She does good ear cleaning. Who else do I like? Massage ASMR. He's old school, but he's fantastic. Really, really soothing voice. If you like this, check him out. He's got an Aussie accent. It's very relaxing, very relaxing. That's a very good setup with some good microphones as well. And I don't know who else. There's a what's she called? Oh my goodness. There's one which is she does basically nurse role plays all the time. I assume she is a real life nurse because she has all the jargon absolutely nailed. There's a chap called SRP who does really good optometry stuff. He is an optometrist, does optometry ASMR, very soothing voice. Brummie accent from the Birmingham, like Midlands, in the UK. Strong accent, but very, very soothing, deep voice. What's the nurse one called? Oh my goodness. That's really annoying. I can't remember. I'll try and remember and I'll mention it next time. But she's very good. She's an American lady. I assume American. But yeah, again, very soothing. Very soothing. So I'll watch one of those this evening, get myself off to sleep, and hopefully have a very relaxing night. And I hope you also have a really, really good night's sleep. Or if it's not bedtime yet, and you're just listening to this to relax, then I hope the rest of your day is relaxing and fulfilling as well. Thank you. If you've watched this far, give yourself a pat on the back. Well done for putting up with me rambling so much. If you have watched this far and you're not subscribed, drop me a little subscribe. Like, comment, all the above. I don't think my channel will ever particularly take off because I post a bit too sporadically to get any traction, but comments and things like that do help, so fingers crossed. If you enjoy it, maybe other people will. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Good night.